Hill Valley Police Department. Whoa. Whoa. Oh crap. Now last time departed works, really? Sorry, officer. Be the car of the future. Hill Valley Expo. No, the DeLorean's the car of the future. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it was back in the 80s, but... Okay. Hill Valley, 2 miles. It's gonna be a long walk, Marty. Right?
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Nice music. I just hope it's not copyrighted. Wait, was that Edna? I think I just saw the burnt down speakeasy. Sorry.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
I'm a supporter.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Coming after them.
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what?
Uh,
Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Mr. May I get your name? Okay, Sonny Crockett, Harry Callahan. Probably Michael Corleone would be the best, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know, I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Oh, it was a fact.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
He should be at the police station, if I remember correctly, because he did get arrested in the photo. Or I could just hold down the shift key, and I don't have to worry about sticky keys because I disabled it. It's always the problem with these computers. They always have the sticky keys option after you hold down the shift key for too long, or click it 5 times.
Doc.
Marty,
Doc!
Doc,
what are you doing here?
you sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Yeah.
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Yeah.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
Yeah.
A plan, right? But what?
Alert the authorities.
Why do we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Go back in time.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Make a stand.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a puppy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed.
Ugh.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided. Do you?
No. I guess I could break you out of jail.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
What?
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Exactly.
Me? 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
What about the space-time
Won't
continuum?
talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to get you to build a rocket drill?
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
As long as it's gluten-free, because I don't really like gluten that much anymore. I find your younger self.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Very funny, Doc.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Hope that's the case, Doc. Alright, let's go. Soup kitchen. Okay, before we do that, is there any... Okay, we can't get past that. Because I thought there was a secret or something. I thought wrong. Sorry. Soup kitchen door. Oh,
McFly? Biff? Kid? Grandpa?
Grandpa Tannen?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
That's just
Don't
rude.
come out until I give you the all clear.
What a
I
butthead.
swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake.
Hey!
Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Well, I guess we'll have to see Emmett and fix Grandpa guy. I don't know why
I
he's
better
on.
not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Yeah, his timeline of eating absolutely nothing but soup. How wonderful. Kitchen door. Woo!
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Telephone?
Brown results?
Hi. Do you know where I can find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse.
Okay.
Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Huh. U-ball. Nope.
Okay. Hey, never mind. What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Sounds pointing. Ice rack.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
I see them?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Whoa, okay. Don't need to pop the gun out.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
I think they do, Marty. Go to the exit. Alright. That. I'm silly. Okay, I guess we'll just go to the courthouse.
Young Doc's in the courthouse. I hope I'll be able to recognize him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his 1931 self should not be recognizable to you because you haven't met him in this timeline. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h to the a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right? No. What am I missing here? Or do we take h to stand the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a might well be equal to a's expectation value. But only
Wait,
if the coefficient
Emmett,
of friction
wait.
remains constant in the gravity.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What are you doing?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
No.
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Ox, when will you be finished?
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
That's insane!
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
I'm a little scared.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Are you sure about that? Boy, I'm a scientist too.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Here you're working on a rocket drill.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Maintain a constant massive acceleration is...
Not so fast, Emmett. Okay, if we can't talk about it, we'll record it out of him.
is reduced by the inverse of... Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a.
Sorry, Emmett.
Derivative of the speed relative to the speed of light.
Let's go back to Doc. You probably want to hear this. What is with the controls? Sorry about that. I also apologize for this episode being a little bit longer than I anticipated. I want to try to progress it as much as possible. Anyway, let's talk to Doc.
Psst, Doc.
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
I recorded your muttering.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a.
Good grief. Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Really?
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Okay.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Okay, where have you been?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty, but I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Yeah.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Jules and Vern? How's the family?
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer in 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Yeah, well, 2011 was like 7 years ago, so good luck with that, Doc. Where'd the DeLorean come from anyway?
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
Is for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
What are you doing in 1931?
So what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
Yeah,
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
sure it is. What happened to the time display?
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Heidi almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
Huh. Also, sorry if you're hearing that in the background. It's my stupid dog barking. Hopefully, Mike will be able to edit that out. What are you doing in jail?
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
I saw my grandpa.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What else? About Kid Tannen.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938 and Kid will be in prison,
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
that's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Edna Strickland.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Yes. Oh god, that's hilarious. Find your notebook, by the way.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Alright, let's get out of there then.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Sorry, Doc. Not used to time travel like for a few months anyway. Okay, let's see. I need to find Emmett. Where is... I wasn't even keeping track of him in the background when Marty was talking.
Come out less than expectation value of A,
Oh.
right? No, no.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done. I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket power drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Alright. Let's try a different way. Probably actually talk to Edna. Wait, no. Let's talk to Kid Tannen first. Then we'll talk to Edna.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Oh, sorry. I know where he's at.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Peanuts?
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, boy. Huh.
What'd you do?
Stole Arthur McFly's hat back. Ow. God. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Oh god. Run! Oh, nice!
Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
You just stepped in poop. Hell.
Ow! Fix me up!
Whew.
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Huh. Well, at least we got Arthur McFly's hat. Unfortunately, I'm going to end it there. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to keep up to date with our content, be sure to hit the notification bell to join the notification squad. There's a lot of noise going on, so I'm just going to say later.